What's happening, folks? Yours truly here, Xavier Smith, aka Coach X. And today I am getting ready to share my story. And hopefully it comes through okay. Hopefully you get some inspiration. Hopefully there is an impact that is made, and hopefully you get inspired. So if you're on YouTube and you're brand new to my channel, I'm Xavier Smith, aka Coach X, and I just want to say that I'm here to serve, and I'm all about things that are going to impact, inspire, and improve your life for the better, and that's what today is all about. So, with that said, if you're ready for a story, let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. Yours truly here, Xavier Smith, aka Coach X. Welcome to the show. The reason I'm in front of the camera today, to be honest with you, is because I have accepted a challenge. I did not lose a bet or anything like that, but I have a small staff that I'm working with now. Hey, Hercules, right? But the challenge was put out to me to share more of my story. So I said yes, and here I am. I want you to know that I have no notes. I just have a desire to get in front of the camera and just kind of go with the flow and just be inspired as I go along. So that's what you see today. And hopefully by the end of this, maybe 10 minutes or so, you feel inspired to take some sort of action. I do have my link to my website that's in the description box, just in case you feel like clicking on that. Because let me tell you, folks, here, let's just start with this. My goal, my intent is to create a relationship. I know you're looking at a screen, you're looking at some guy that's talking to you from a computer screen, maybe your phone, but I do want a relationship with you because especially by the time you finish hearing all the stuff that I've gone through, you might be inspired, compelled to do business with me. And that's what it's all about. So I want to serve. I spent 10 years in the Air Force, and I developed a knack for the notion of service. Now I just want to do it for myself and for the community. And then, maybe if I do it right, then the world at large. So Xavier Smith, aka Coach X, you're looking at somebody who, was not always in a pure positive energy disposition. So you may or may not, depending on who you are and what you know about me already, you may or may not know that you're looking at a guy who had a heart attack when he was 29. I was hit by a drunk driver before the heart attack happened. Actually, in high school as a sophomore, I was hit by a drunk driver, and that left me in the hospital for 2 weeks with a blood clot the size of another head and a broken collarbone and a nice little souvenir on my left shoulder here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like a keloid. And the doctor said that it would heal on its own, and it didn't heal the way it was supposed to, yada, yada, yada. But I am here nonetheless. So that was the hit and run drunk driving incident. Years later, 29, I'm in the Air Force. I'm doing my thing. And I learned that as a result of my poor eating habits, the heart attack happens. And that is another wake-up call. But before all of that even happened, I was in a very bad space. Now, in the description, if you read the description about what this is all about, you will discover that I mentioned that it was 17-year prison sentence, right? 17 years. I never stepped foot in a jail cell. The 17 years I speak of is that mental capacity to lock yourself up because for me, I was bitter, I was mad, I was frustrated, I was angry at the world because I thought my parents owed me something, right? Raise your hand if you can resonate with that. You ever blame your parents for something that they didn't even know that they did? That was me. 17 years, man, bitter, mad, frustrated, angry at the world. And as a result, I lost those years. That's how I felt about it. So what did I do? Well, during those times where I felt like, the world owed me something, I did notice that I was the one suffering, not my parents. So long story short, this voice that was in my head for like forever, seems like, for months at least, just kept telling me, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. But I was ignoring it. Anybody been there? I was ignoring that voice. Some would say inner voice. Some would say inner being. Others would say God. But that voice was telling me I had to forgive my parents. And so after trying to avoid it, I did exactly that. I got on the phone. I told my parents, both my parents, how I felt. And I let them off the hook. And I kid you not, man, or lady, when I did that, I felt like I was 100 pounds lighter. And that just meant I was willing to do the work that was necessary for me to rebuild my life and just like make something of it. And that's what I've been on a quest to do ever since. Does that make sense? Yes. You know what? I got a comment. Let me go check the comments here. This doesn't feel like good motivation. Okay, well, Dandelion has spoken. He said it doesn't feel like good motivation. Perhaps he didn't stick around. Perhaps he's on another frequency. Who knows? But thank you for the comment. That means somebody's actually watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So now let's get back into the story. For me, it was like once I came up to that point in my life where I know if I wanted to live, I had to learn how to forgive. That was it for me. That was kind of like the fork in the road. So once I forgave my parents, I was feeling like I could do just about anything. But before anything else happened, I just had to do the work. So I took the responsibility. It was me, not them. And that's what helped me kind of learn how to go from point A to point B. And the biggest part of that was taking personal responsibility. I went through my years blaming, pointing, and giving everyone else the power when the power was all mine. I just had to see it that way. So that's one point in my life. And then, when the heart attack happened, that was the result of my poor eating habits. And long story short on that is the heart attack showed me that I can make better choices at the table. So that's what I started doing. When I had the heart attack and I came to, they told me what happened. It was like my life flashed in front of me. My younger brother was with me. And we were like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I'm at, 29 years old. I'm supposed to be in the prime of my life. And here I am having a heart attack. And it's like, this should not be happening. So again, long story short, I went on a quest to get in the books and kind of learn what did I do to create this, because it was my fault. And I was willing to accept that. And so I started fixing my habits, and those habits helped me fix my body a little bit. At my heaviest, I think I was at 280. I'm 6'2", and I was almost at 280 pounds. I didn't look bad because of my height, but I was soft and I didn't like it. So I decided to do something about it. So long story short, I got into nutrition school. I am a graduate of a school called the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. It was a crash course, like a year and a half of all kinds of different modalities, diets, and things you could do to enhance your life. I got certified. And that was after I decided to get out of the military after 10 years. And I got my first certification that I got was as a personal trainer. I've been in that space since about 2007. helping people in the in-person space. Now I'm doing my best to do it all online. And, I've been building ever since. So we talked about the heart attack. We talked about my forgiveness. We talked about some of the training and certification I have, the specialized knowledge that I have acquired. So the reason I did that is because I wanted to turn around and help other people. My mission statement now is kind of like a Zig Ziglar thing. It's like you can always have what you want if you're willing to help enough people get what they want. And when I heard that, I bought into it 100%. And I've been building that platform, whether it's digital, in person, or something in between. That's what I want to do. And so when you click on the website, or not, in this guy's case, he's probably not going to take any action with me, but that's okay. Everybody's in their own space at their own time, and you have to be willing to receive. You have to be open to the message, and hopefully someone will be receptive and they will resonate with what I'm talking about. So let's see. Wow, man, we're already at 11 minutes. Like I said, there was no script to this. I just wanted to kind of bare my soul and talk to you one-to-one, human to human. And I want to do one thing, and that is kind of share my personal and business philosophy. I definitely love serving people when they have chosen me to help them. But there's a guarantee that comes with that. I guarantee that I will not chase or force anyone. I don't believe in forcing one's philosophies or principles on anything or anyone if they're not ready for it, and especially if they haven't asked for it. But when they do, when we meet halfway, it's on. I'm here to lend a hand up and throw everything that I have gone through, the heart attack, the bitterness, the fear, and everything. And now I just want to show my love, my compassion, my caring for the other person, because we're all connected. That's what I really wanted to get across. We're all connected in some way, shape, or form. And I'm just here to put my hand up to be in a place of service. Because like I said, I do want to help you get what you want, so that way I can have what I want. And everything that I want is based on a foundation of service. I'm not in the mindset of how can I rip people off or anything like that. It's more on, like it says here, impacting, making a positive impact, inspiring, living my life and carrying myself in a way that hopefully it will inspire someone. And then if they want to take it a step further, I'm going to help them improve. And so with the products that I have, that I promote in the online space through email, that's with the same intent. Is I was once at a lower place in my life, and I've done the work, and I've just continued to walk up to another step, and a higher step. And so that's what I want to do with people that choose to hire me or get into my world of excellence. And that's what it's all about. So here's what I want to do now. Let me put my banner up because I don't want to forget that. If you are inspired in some way, shape, or form, let's connect and be friends. That's it. I've only done this I usually broadcast simultaneously to all my social media channels, but my intent with this video is to be with you on YouTube and connect with you guys in the YouTube community. I think I'm approaching a few thousand subscribers, but we want to get that up. So I want to do that through authenticity. I want to do that through transparency. I want to do that through service. And so that's my spiel today, folks. We're at 14 minutes, a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but I was kind of having some fun with it. But yeah, that is me in a nutshell. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So most of the demographics on my platform show that most of the followers that I have are female. So if you are a lady, hello, ladies. I would love to be of service to you. So let me know what I can do to enhance your life. Whether it's Brooks shoes, take a look at my website, my online e-commerce store, or just go to my main website or reach out to me. That's what I'm here to do, is find out about you, meet you where you are, and then we can elevate up to another level. All right. So that is about it, guys. I'm going to sign off because I think that's another thing I wanted to tell you. This might be worth some discounts. If you can watch this video and if you reach out to me and you can tell me how many grandkids that I have, because it's 12, that might be worth a discount in my online e-commerce store. But you have to tell me how many grandkids that I have. And I just told you what that number is. So on that note, I am hoping you have an excellent day on purpose. And what we're going to do now is sign off, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.